My name is Sara McVay, and I am in Omaha, Nebraska, and I've been with ECOMAIDS a little over a year. I was a substance abuse and mental health therapist for 22 years. I worked with pregnant women addicted to heroin, and then I worked in the state penitentiary, and then I basically led a team of therapists at Union Pacific Railroad for my last 15 years. And as much as I love counseling in corporate America, I really just wanted to start a company and be a woman-owned business and inspire young women to just be good people. I was like, I want my own vision, and I want my own goals, and I want to create a company of a culture that I am invested in and that I love and I feel really passionate about. And I knew that I had to get out of corporate America and start my own business in order to even really start that journey. In this business particularly, which is, ECOMAIDS, which is a cleaning company, your people are your biggest assets. If you don't have good customers and you don't have good people that work for you, this business doesn't work, right? You just don't magically create business if you're not good with people. And I think that is the biggest eye-opening experience here, is that you have to teach your workers how to engage with people and how to engage with customers, because if they make a relationship that's really good and the customers feel secure with that relationship, they're okay with you being in their home and seeing kind of what happens in a home, right? And so my goal really has been to create a culture with my workers that when you come into the office, I expect you to say good morning to everyone. You get off your cell phone, right? Make an interaction, start it right away. Interact with your boss, say good morning. Hey, I remember Jimmy had a soccer game, how'd it go? And really just creating that from the beginning, so then when they walk out the door, that's what I just hope kind of spills out of them for the rest of the day. All of those interactions with people and engagement matters. And that's what I just, and I try to send them off at the end of the day with, how was your day and what went well and what didn't and what surprised you, and challenging them to see the big picture of, I just didn't clean a house. I did a lot more than cleaning a house. I built a relationship, and I was a leader, and I presented really good communication today. That type of culture is really important to me and really important to, I think, our community. So yeah, those are the skills that I think I value the most. And the things that really kind of bleed out of me is managing people and being with people and engaging people and trying to better people, finding solutions in situations. And so that model, I really needed something like that type of a model. I looked at some other franchises where maybe I would work a little bit solo, and I knew I wanted a team to model behavior and to be a good role model for them, and to be somebody that people wanted to work for. And so for me, I didn't want to work alone. I didn't want to be by myself. I wanted to guide a team. So the model of ECOMAIDS allows me to do that, right? To continue to expand a team, to continue to develop people. I think that's very important, is to develop them, help them understand what skills they have and how they can be better when maybe they don't see it in themselves, right? I kind of look back a little bit on when I worked in the state penitentiary. I worked with convicted felons with drug addictions. And people are like, why were you there 10 years? How do you work with those people? And I said, here's why. They have really good skills as a drug dealer. They're hustlers. They find how to make money. They're in the right place at the right time. And they figure out a way to fend for their family, whether it's a positive way in society or not. So I always try to find the good in people. Even if their skills are maybe towards a negative, they're still skills, and I try to push them into the positive. And this type of model allows me to do that all day. I can be in the field with them, and I can model it in the office with them, and I can show them, hey, you matter, and you're a really great worker. Go knock it out of the park in that house today. There was some other models that didn't really allow me to grow. It was kind of like, here's your location, you're capped at X amount of dollars, or you only get one store, that kind of stuff. And so I didn't want to just be stuck without being able to expand and grow. That's probably another aspect that we really looked at as well. So for me, I needed people. I wanted to model. I wanted to grow. I wanted to engage. I wanted to teach skills and the importance of that your people matter. I can build off of that. I can build customers. You get a great name for yourself in the community because people all talk. I could grow the business. I could grow it to as much as I want it to. There was a lot of flexibility in the model for me, and that's what was appealing. And that I could kind of create what I wanted to, or that I felt fit our community, and just was given some of that flexibility to be able to do that. There's guidance in ECOMAIDS if you want it, but they also let you kind of do your own thing too, right? You have other people in the same boat, right? You have people with similar challenges. For me, my strength is culture and engagement. I don't really love finance, right? But there's another owner who's really great at finance that can bring really great ideas to me, just like I can bring really great ideas to them about culture, right? So I think that community within the franchise owners is super important because we don't all know it all, right? I didn't go to school to become an owner. You don't know, right? But you have good qualities to be able to be one, but there's also qualities you don't have. So I think that's been really great being part of a franchise because you're not alone. What I miss the most about corporate America was the collaboration and people at my fingertips. And I struggled with that really early on in the franchise. I'll be super transparent. But then I had to challenge myself, like, go find them. They're there, go find them, right? So I started to go find some of the owners and reach out to the different franchise owners. And then I had to go find those small businesses in my community. Like, I had to go do that, right? They weren't gonna come to me. So you can learn a lot as a franchise owner with other people who are franchise owners. Even if they're not in ECOMAIDS, they still understand the concept and have really great ideas, and you can collaborate with them. And so that has really benefited me also in our community. I think it's really good to have some connections with the franchise. I think this is great that we're all together here today or this weekend in a conference, because I feel like when you are surrounded with good people or interact with good people, your energy and your motivation to want to continue to grow and to do good things just gets better and improves each time. So I feel like we have a lot of support with our coaches. Sabrina and Rachel and Joy came to Omaha for 3 days. That was really great. They kind of got to see behind the scenes. I also think, it's really good just to have some transparency and for them to see, like, not to give advice with ever not being in that role, right? And so I think that's really important, that their willingness to get dirty and to get into the field, so that when we're asking questions or we need clarity or we need solutions, that they're like, okay, yeah, I understand that, I've been there. So that's been good. I think, also for me, what I enjoy is just being out in the field with my team. I don't sit in my office. I don't grow a team sitting in my office. I'm in the field a lot. I pop in, sometimes they know I'm coming. I'll stop in and the customers will be like, oh, Sarah, I haven't seen you since you gave us our quote. It's so great to see you. Thank you for supporting our team. They're doing such a great job. I think that stuff is important. And I enjoy doing that stuff. I enjoy being in the chamber events and the different groups in the community and kind of people getting to know, just who I am and what I value goes a really long ways. I'm not just a face behind a telephone, right? I'm real, I'm transparent, you kind of know what you get. And that is really comforting for people because we're asking them to allow people into their most vulnerable place, which is their house, right? And if you don't interact with them and they don't trust you, that's really hard to be vulnerable, right? And then I'm gonna bring these gals in and I'm like, just trust me, they're really great gals. And then, I bring them and they're like, they are really great gals, right? So I enjoy that kind of stuff because you see the aha, you see the eye-opening, you see the, okay, I can have them in my home. And so I enjoy all of those aspects.